I always hold my mic with my left hand, and then if I have a card on my right, and I go, so tell me about this. It's very interesting. League of Legends, North America greater than EU. Travis Gafford.
It's the second day of Rift Rivals. I'm joined right now by Ovilee with coverage presented by OmniSlash. Talk a little bit
about how you're 14 minutes late.
About Rift Rivals. I'm not late. She's late.
You're late.
Anyway, well, how was Rift Rivals for you so far?
We've only had one day done, Travis.
Yeah, and I'm curious how that day went. And I assume that you do some amount of planning before the event starts, so I assume that like kind of is part of it.
Yes, you interrupted some of my very important pre-interviews with Kane, the coach of Team Liquid, telling me all about how he's going to hopefully smash Fnatic in G2.
Yeah. Do you actually, because I see oftentimes the interviewee is not in these little like on-air segments. You're just like, I just talked to Kane and he said something. And by the way, we could only trust you whenever you say stuff like that because like we don't see the person.
Kane is actually just like a super toxic person. He just flames, and then I just make everything sound nice. Yeah. No, I don't do that. I'm gonna hold this. I feel more comfortable if I hold this, and I'm gonna talk about Kane. You need to just fix everything there. So basically what I do with those little pre-tapes is for coaches who need like translation. So Kane, he could do English pretty well, but it's, not as strong. And sometimes we just need kind of like quick hits. Yeah, be sure to get all the shine up here because he's just really a mess. So I'll ask him a couple questions and then I'll basically summarize it into 15, 20 seconds of talking. Meanwhile, you ask maybe like 3 questions in an entire interview and somehow try to drag it on to 10 minutes for YouTube monetization.
The YouTube golden number. By the way, imagine if I just like did that. If my LCS interviews just became like, hey, thanks everyone. I just talked to Doublelift a second ago and he said that he thinks that the other opponents are trash, blah, 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 blah. Can I have my microphone back now?
You can't. And if you did that, no one would really listen, Travis, I'm sorry to break it to you, but people don't want your interviews for you.
How much are you sad that you're missing Anime Expo for Rift Rivals?
I'm not. I'm going to be going on Sunday, and guess what I'm doing Sunday morning at 11 a.m.? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Escape Room.
Yeah,
I'm going to get out.
I was going to ask you about that because Emily upstairs was like, oh, I have to leave early because I'm doing a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Escape Room. And I was like, I think that's one of the animes that Ovilee likes.
I have an extra ticket. Do you want to go?
No. I don't. I don't want to be like, first off, I don't do escape rooms. Secondly, I know nothing about that. Third, like I feel like being around you, whenever you're in that, would just be awful. You'd be like, oh, like will you even escape or will you just like hyperventilate about the experience?
I need to get out to find Dio because he's my husband. So if I find him, if I escape from the room and go track him down.
Is that the premise?
I hope it is.
What's the is there a reason why an escape room makes sense for that anime?
So what this place does with escape rooms is they have like tables of people in a large ballroom, and then they just kind of give each table puzzles and stuff, and there's stuff around the ballroom.
So it's not even an escape room. Like
Yeah, but they did a Legend of Zelda one like a while ago, and it was pretty fun. It was really weird, but it was also kind of fun.
Okay.
I finished it before all the other people, and I held up my Master Sword. I was like, suck it!
Can we talk about League of Legends?
I would love to. Do you know anything about League of Legends?
Yeah. I know that things don't look good for North America right now.
What do you mean? We're tied up 2-2.
Yeah, but we had our easier matches yesterday. In other words, we played Splice twice.
We have one more match against Splice today.
Yeah. But we have other matches against the much better teams today.
That's true, but you know what? I have faith in our North American players.
What is it? Because this is your first international event.
I was there for like 2 days of All-Stars, and then my voice died.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is kind of my first international event. And it's like kind of interesting because like you have kind of that NA-EU rivalry. So I'm just blinded by the rivalry. I'm not paying attention to like any of the games. I'm just going like, NA needs to win for bragging rights.
What is the experience like working with all the EU players? Because they're different folks, right?
You mean interview-wise or the casters or like what?
Interview-wise.
Interview-wise, I've talked to a couple so far. They're all really nice people. Like they're all.
You sound surprised. You're like, they're really nice people.
I mean, like, I don't want to say they're more open or outgoing than some of the players I've already talked to or I'm used to talking to. But I mean, going in with like zero relationship with them, they're still pretty open to talking. Yeah. So I thought Perks was great. He was funny in his interview. I talked to Wadid and Hilla Singh kind of like behind stage or backstage. So I mean, all these guys are fun and great.
One of the things that was interesting to me is that when I interview the EU players, they just like casually shit on North America. Like it used to be, they'd be like really hype about it, and now they just say like, yeah, I mean, like we're not learning anything while we're over here because the North American teams aren't good. So like it's kind of concerning that we're gonna go back. Like it's not even like they're trying to make that the point. It's just like a fact in their mind about like the circumstance.
I kind of spaced out on whatever you were talking about. I was thinking about the JoJo Bizarre Adventure escape room. What was the question, or were you just making another random statement?
I was trying to have a conversation with you. Something that was interesting. What's it like working with the EU talent?
Oh, they're a lot of fun. We have Deficio, we have Dracos, and we have Vedius over right now. I love picking on Vedius. It's just, he's such an easy target. Dracos is really cool. Deficio is really cool. Deficio was like, never mind, NSFW.
Yeah. That's what I hear about Deficio. It's like I already started to do these interviews, and people like I ask, what's it like working with Deficio, and then everybody just says it's like a bunch of stuff they can't talk about in an interview.
Yeah, it's not very appropriate. But did you see I got on Kobe's shoulders? Then we played chicken with Vedi and Dracos.
No, I didn't see that.
I live with him.
I know, but why would I know about that? Because I live with him.
Do you like my dress?
Shouldn't you have worn like a NA dress or something like that?
I did my nails NA.
Oh, really? Okay. What happened to this?
Well, Cass was complimenting me on my boots, and I was like, yeah, Cass, they're really cool boots. So I went to touch my boots, and I slit my finger open on my boots.
You're really good at this. So wait, is that the hand that you hold microphones with?
No, so because I'm always on the right side now, I always hold my mic. I always hold my mic with my left hand, and then if I have a card on my right, and I go, so tell me about this. It's very interesting. League of Legends, North America greater than EU. Travis Gafford.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, let's move on. What else is going on with you? Anything interesting? You've been streaming lately.
I have been streaming. I'm like, you know what? I should probably start streaming.
Yeah. Only someone had told you that a long time ago.
You told me a lot of things a long time ago, and you know what? Not all of them were great ideas.
All of them were great ideas.
In your opinion, that's your opinion, and you are entitled to it.
One of my ideas,
one
of my ideas was literally you should interview pro players at the LCS, and you're like, I don't know, I'm scared, I'm nervous, maybe I shouldn't do this, and you cried on your first day. So
you weren't supposed to share that.
Oh, sorry, my bad. You were super happy, and there were tears of joy on your first day.
No, Broden and Luke made me cry on my first day when I came in because they said, oh yeah, Travis is going to be here. Oh yeah, Travis isn't coming. You're going to do all of them by yourself.
Yeah.
And I got so nervous, and I just tried to like sit in a corner and just be like, okay, just breathe. And then Luke comes by, or Broden comes by again, and they're like, yeah, so don't fuck up. And I'm like, and I started crying a little bit.
Great times. And now look at you. You're
still crying. No.
Riding around on caster shoulders and having all yes.
Living the dream.
Yeah. Who is going to win?
NA. Okay. NA, baby. You don't have faith in double lift?
I mean, I have a lot of faith in Peter, but I did a long interview with Reckless, and he was saying that he really thinks like ADCs are useless right now, and that Peter can just get away with it because he's so much better than everybody else in the region. I found that hilarious.
Yeah, we're going to see how far Liquid can get with the keeping to the traditional style of play, because right now everyone else is going hard on funnel comps. Yeah. And I just spoke with Coach Kane, and he was talking about how EU is a lot more adaptive to the current meta right now, and that's kind of like the truth for the majority of their teams, except for Splice. Yeah. But I mean, Fox keeps trying it out. 100 Thieves is trying it out. They're putting Levi in the center of their funnel now, which was like, oh my God, Levi, you're a god. Yeah. But come on, NA, I believe in you.
I think it would be hilarious if Team Liquid just keeps playing standard and beats everyone. That would be great.
I think it'd be great too. I would like to see them put EU in their place with we don't need to adapt. We don't need no innovation and just keep to normal. But I feel like they're going to have to play out of their minds to beat some of the other stuff that they're coming up with.
Is there anything you would say to any of the fans out there?
Hi, thank you, fans. I never really know what to say in these portions because I'm usually the one who just says, okay, I don't know. I can't think of any more questions to ask, so I'm just going to say anything you'd like to say to the fans out there. Anything you'd like to say to your fans out there? Yeah,
they can subscribe to the YouTube channel. They can support me If they want travisgafford.com/support, they can help cover the costs, the travel costs associated with Rift Rivals. You know, MSI was really hard. Rift Rivals.
Travis could literally walk here, but he doesn't want to because it's too much physical activity for him.
I moved.
No, that's sad. But yeah, thank you for watching. And if you like my stuff, I appreciate it. And if you don't like my stuff, well, then you probably like Hunter x Hunter. So I don't really care about your opinion. Yeah, I started streaming. You could go to my Twitch, Ovilee May. And that's about it. Can you stop texting right now? We're in the middle of a very important interview. I'm going to find new friends. Oh, let's talk about something. Travis made a very passive-aggressive tweet going, oh, I'm alone on 4th of July because I don't have any friends and all my friends suck. And I'm like, where was the invitation, Travis? And he never responded. He never responded. He didn't send me an invitation. You did not send... No, you did not give me an invitation.
Oh, I didn't give you an invitation, but I responded to that.
See? He did not give me an invitation. What's up with that? Can you wrap up your everything? Because honestly, people are just really tired of it. I'm really good at being mean.
Are we done?
I'm done. Andrew, fade.
Thank you so much to OmniSlash for the support of my interviews. I have to say something, by the way. I started wearing this cactus shirt about a week ago, and ever since then, I've gotten a lot of messages in my DMs, and not all of them are things that I feel comfortable reading. So if you guys could just, like, take a step back. You know, like, I know it's a cool shirt, but I am not a piece of meat, and I don't want to be treated as one. So thank you so much.